Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith, and welcome to my review of the new film, The Zookeeper's Wife. Now, upon looking at this poster, you might think, oh, this looks like such a cute little movie. Little ladies playing with some lion cubs. It looks so sweet. Let's take the kids and go see it. No, this movie is actually quite serious. I don't necessarily think I would recommend it for children, as it deals with the persecution of Jewish people in the late 30s, early 40s. Jessica Chastain plays Antonina Zabinski, and her husband look after a zoo. All of a sudden, there's a lot of bombs going off, there's a lot of destruction to the zoo, and the next thing you know, the Nazis set up camp in her zoo. They still let them function, but they've pretty much taken over. Well, her husband and her don't like what's happening, so they decide that they want to give refuge to a lot of the Jewish people. So they're basically playing a cat and mouse game with the Germans to ensure that they're able to help rescue a lot of these people before, of course, they're taken off for a far worse fate than they can imagine. Jessica Chastain, and yes, I need to say her full name, always delivers fantastic performances. I honestly think she probably has one of the best agents in Hollywood because all of the pieces of work that she's given are great. I honestly think, and I said it before, she probably should have won Best Actress last year, or this past Oscar season, for amazing work in Miss Sloane, Zero Dark 30, A Most Violent Year. The list goes on and on and on of the amazing performances that she churns out. I also have to send a shout out to Daniel Bruhl, who did a fantastic job as the Nazi soldier who was intertwined with their lives. On top of that, this movie is directed by Niki Caro. Niki Caro, of course, directed one of my favorite films, McFarland, and what a departure from that last film. Of course, in McFarland, she dealt with the fact that we had these wonderful Mexican-American students who are running cross-country, all the way jumping back to the 30s, 40s, and doing this depiction of what life was like in Poland. This movie is not going to be for everybody, as the subject matter is very heavy. And there are aspects of the movie that just seem to be a little too Hollywoodized, but when you think that it's based on a true story, it's kind of hard to contend with and say, well, that doesn't make sense. Well, if it happened, it happened. There were a couple of lulls in the movie, but overall, I found this to be a very strong film and another great performance by Jessica Chastain. This is a movie that you want to check out. It might not be the one that you want to rush out to the theater and see, but if you're out there and you're looking for something to watch, not a bad option. And definitely, if you don't see it in the theater, make sure you check it out when it comes on to Netflix. I give this movie a B. Again, great performances, great direction. You felt like you were in the times, as the cinematography and the set design was on point, and the performances from entire cast was done very, very well. So if you have a chance to see this movie, definitely recommend it. If you get a chance to see The Zookeeper's Wife, which again is not about little cute animals, and it's no sort of a Disney flick, it's a very serious film. If you get a chance to see it, let me know what you think. CFL_fan on Twitter, Facebook.com/WittyWhittier, and WittyWhittier.com. Thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Keith, and I'll see you at the movies.